Okay, everyone, so we're going to part 3 video final, and we left off where we have 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 loops to the pineapple. We had cut in our thread. Now we're going to work only on 2 shells on each side. Okay, remember we had done the shell on the 3 chain, but we're not working here. We're going to start on this second one here, the middle one. We're not working anymore on that. So we're going to do shell over shell. So it's going to be very simple all the way to the end. So single 2 chain, doing shell over shell, 3 double crochet, 2 chain, as we've been doing. And I got construction going on the house, so if you guys hear any noise or talking, then you know it's the men working. We're going to do 3 chain, 1 2 3 chain, coming on the second shell. So shell over shell. This time we're only having 2 shells on each side all the way to the end. Oof, I've done 3 double crochet, not good. Chain 2 and 3 double crochet. So we're always going to continue with 4 chain going into the pineapple now until the end. 1 2 3 4 and 4 chains for the pineapple loops. Okay, it's always going to be a repeat back and forth, exactly how we did on here. 1 2 3 4 chain. So I'll meet you at the end of my row. Okay, everyone, so came to the end of my row. We're only going to have 2 shells on each side. Here is 4 chain all the way through the pineapples. Only here is 3 chain, and here's 3 chain. Now we're going to keep working back and forth. We're going to do our 5 chain going up as we've been doing. You're going to turn around, do your shell, and continue from there. There's no point of keep recording until the end, because now it's just a back and forth working those pineapple loops. Okay, so I'm going to continue mine, and then I'll come back to you once I have completed, and I'm going to continue until we complete that 4 chain on the last loop. Okay, and then I'll come back to you so we can finalize the last pineapple. So continue yours back and forth, do your 5 chain going up, your shell, 3 chain, shell, 4 chain, and 4 chain going on, and then I'll come back to you exactly when we are on our last 4 chain loop. Okay, everyone, so I pretty much worked back and forth until we did the 4 chain to the last loop, turned around, did my 5 chain, shell, 3 chain, shell. Now I'm going to repeat again, this time 1 2 3 chain, coming inside of that single, 1 2 3 chain, and continue with your shell till the end. Do your 5 chain going up, do your shells, and I'll meet you back here on the shell again. Chain 3, continue your shell, 5 chain go up, and I'll meet you back here on the shell. Okay, everyone, so I'm back on the shell. This time we're going straight into the next shell with shell. Okay, so continue again. Basically we just jumped and do your 3 chain, your shell again, your 5 chain going up, and I'll meet you back here at this shell on the other side. Chain 3 and shell over shell. So I've done my 5 chain, my shell. Here we're only going to do 3 double crochets after doing your 3 chain. 3 double crochets only coming into the next one, and 3 double crochets only also. 1 2 3 chain, complete your shell. Show you in a second. Of course, you will have to do exactly the same thing on the other side. Just rewind the video. Okay, your 5 chain, your shell, 3 chain, 3 double crochet, go straight into the next one with 3 double crochet, 3 chain, and shell. Do your 5 chain, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn around, do your shell, do 3 chain, 1, 2, 3 chain, come in the center here with single, do your 3 chain, and do your shell. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, turn, do your shell, done my shell, go directly into the next shell with shell. Like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chain, turn around, coming inside of this shell, doing 3 double crochets only, going into the next one, 1, 2, 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3 chain, coming here where we have basically almost the other chain, like that. So we close in with slip stitch. Now I'm going to cut my thread because we are on the wrong side of the pattern. We cannot continue from here. Okay, now go ahead and do the other side. Rewind the video if you need to, and just go ahead, like all of the other videos, you have to rewind if you want to, or put a marker and follow through. I'm going to do the other side now. As you can see, we are on the wrong side of the pattern. For that reason, you have to go to the other side, complete it, so we can continue now the edging. Okay, everyone, so now we are on the right side of the pattern. Just make sure that I have both sides done. This is the other side also. Of course, once it's blocked, everything goes right into place. And I'm going to start on this second 5 chain. Okay, so we're going to do shells with picots. So I'm going to, not the first one, I'm going to start on the second one here. Okay, so single, 2 chain, and do your 3 double crochets for your shells. This is the edging. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Unless you want your picot a little bit bigger, you can do a 4 chain and close it in with single, and then 3 more double crochet. We're working on those 5 chains only. Okay, on the side of the pineapple, 1 chain coming into the next 5 chain. We're going to do that all the way until the end of this pineapple here that we created. 3 chain, picot, close in with single, and then again 3 double crochet and 1 chain space in between shells. Okay, so I'm going to continue until we meet here on the last 5 chain, because this is where we started the row. Okay, so I'll meet you here. And so just continue until this part of the pineapple that we started, the rest of the pineapple by itself. Okay, everyone. So pretty much at where we started that one pineapple. So I've done on my 5 chain the last shell. I'm going to do 1 chain, and I'm going to come on that 3 chain and do a shell. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 3, your picot. And again, 3 double crochet. Okay, this is huge. So we've done the shell on that chain. Okay, I'm going to come in where we have this shell here. I didn't do any chain stitch, just went directly in it and do a shell over shell. We're going to be cutting corners now, okay? So show you in a second. Okay, 1 chain, come in that first corner with a single, and then 1 chain, and start on your 5 chains again. So do your shell, 1 chain space in between them, 3 chain, picot. Okay, 2 and 3, 1 chain into the next 5 chain. So I'll show you so you don't get confused. Sorry about the noise there. Okay, so we're working on the side of that big pineapple, the last one we did. So we got to do shell, did a shell, single in that corner, because we started the pineapple from here, remember? So shell, 1 chain, and then continue, and then I'll meet you here on the last chain. Okay, so we can follow through here again. Okay, everyone, so we've reached the connection again, going into the other middle motif that we did not work, right? This is the center. Okay, part of the center. We are on our last 5 chain here. Now where we have these chains, I'm doing shell and shell over shell, shell over shell, and in the chains. Okay, that's how we're going to proceed. 1 chain space in between them. So 1 chain, coming in that chain and doing my shell, 3 double crochet, 1, 2, 3, picot, and 3 more double crochet, 1 chain, coming in that shell and doing again my shell. One chain. So we are in the middle now of that pineapple that belongs to the center. Okay, this is the center here, the one we did not work on. So into the next shell with shell. And where we have the chains now, we're going to work shell in those chains. So we have chain here, shell, and then shell over shell, shell, and then into the next one, shell. 1 chain space in between, and continue through. So I'll meet you here on the very last shell that we have after we've completed all of this, because it's just, shell inside of the chain and shell over shell. Okay, and then I'll come back to you again. Okay, everyone. So pretty much finished all of that motif on the side of the center of the doily, right? This is huge, which the center is here. That's the one we did not work on, right? Because we have it from here, one, and then one. Okay, so now we are hitting the two pineapples on the side, right? So coming in, it's not going to be any different than the one we did here, right? So one chain, coming inside of that chain, doing our shell. This is a long project. Of course, from the very first one I did, I didn't have that one pineapple at the end. I only did the two pineapples. So this is a little bit longer. One chain, come into that corner, the very first one going the other side, single, one chain, and start your shells again. So we're just repeating what we did, coming down on the very first one we started. So now we're going up. Show you in a second. One chain, so working up in those 5 chain of the pineapples going up when we turn rows. Just doing a bit here so I can show you, because this is so big it's literally impossible to show you the whole thing. Okay, so we worked coming down, right? This is the center. We worked coming down from here on this one. We worked the center with that motif, and now we're going up, right? Where we have both pineapples. So we're going up, again, doing those and working in the 5 chain, and then doing our excuse me, so shell, doing our shell here again, exactly how we worked this one coming down. If you guys recall, it's no different. So we have the shell there, and we came down shell, and then in that chain, actually let me see if I'm on the right one. Just want to make sure. Yes, so exactly how we did it. So here we are. So we did the shell in that chain, and we did the shell. Okay, the shell here, of course, and then shell, and then one chain, single, and then one chain. We continued with the shell. Okay, but I'll meet you there in case you get like confused. All right. Okay, everyone. So remember that we went up, or we finished here and we went up here to start that one last pineapple, right? So we are going to do one chain. I'm going to come here in the corner of this shell, because the shell is on the 3 chain here. Going to do a single, one chain, exactly how we did on the other side, and do my shell. Just take your time with it. It's not hard, but there's those little tricks when we started the rows. That's all you have to pay attention. Okay, so one chain. I'm going to do a shell now inside of this chain, because this is where we started the row going up to do that pineapple. 1 chain, come in the corner of that, oops, with a single, not a slip stitch. One chain and come directly inside of that first 5 chain. Okay, picot. So I'll show you in a second so you don't get confused. And when you're stuck somewhere, don't forget to give me a timeline or else I won't know where you are. 1 chain and work inside of your 5 chains to do your shells. So basically we are on the row going up on those 5 chains. So just a recap. So you're leaving the 2 pineapples, one here and one on this side. I know it's kind of hard to see because, okay, so we have that one we worked. So we started that one on here. So you do your shell, 1 chain in that chain, chain 4 that we have here. You do your shell, 1 chain, single on that very first that we went up, 1 chain, and start going inside of your 5 chains all the way to the top. I'll meet you here so I can show you how we're going to do the edging on that pineapple at the top. Okay, everyone, so we're at the edging. Now the edging, we have these 3 chains. Remember we did those 3 chains and closed in? So we have to do also the shell in there because then it would have been too far from here to going to the next one. So I'm not doing any chain, just going directly. And doing my picot. Like that. And then I'm coming directly in the center and doing my shell. And the same thing will be on the other side. So all you have to do is just rewind the video to start all over again. Okay. No chain, coming in the side one here and doing the shell. So just repeat your shells on those 5 chain. And remember when we started on that second one. So, you know, you'll have to fill that one up. That I overdid. My goodness, what is wrong with me? Okay. I overdid it on that one. Okay, so now you start your 1 chain and go. And continue on. From here on, so this is where we had started. You can just rewind from the start and follow through the same way on this side. Makes things easier for you guys to understand. Unless you want to put a marker on there from where you start on the other side and follow through with your marker. I will complete mine, block mine, lay it out on my small table, and show you how beautiful it is, and give you the measurements from pineapple side to side and from the length also. Okay, all the measurements will be below inside of the description box and how much thread I've used. And thank you so much. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. I had to redo it and did even extra on it because it's such a beautiful pattern and you can't really see it. It doesn't outstand on the old video. Okay, so take care of yourselves, each other. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to give a thumbs up. Share is caring if you can share it. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. Until next time, everybody, God bless you. Bye-bye.